Hi and welcome to this Die Designer video tutorial. For this video we will be looking at leaf springs. I did a earlier video using die springs, and this is similar, but leaf springs certainly have a different function than a die spring. So you can find leaf springs in the components menu, scroll down to leaf springs, or LEE at the command line to open the dialog box. Yeah, just to run you through this a little bit, we have our various diameter list, our length list based on the diameter selected, and then our wire diameter. You know, an 059 is going to give us a little more spring force as opposed to the 026 wire diameter. So yeah, your views, currently we're in the plan view. If we were in the profile view, you'd see this change to the profile. And the data information over here, based on the spring you select, you know, spits out your catalog number, your compressed to solid height. So this, well, that's a 250 length. Let's go with a longer length here. And you'll see it compresses that 1 inch long spring, compresses to 317 to a solid, and the loaded solid is only 3 pounds, and the spring rate is 4.2 pounds per inch of compression. So, yeah, we also have a few material types. Music wire, the 302 stainless, and the 316 stainless. We'll just stay with the music wire. And yeah, let me quickly, before I start drawing this stuff in, let me show you the help. Yeah, it brings up the just a description, what it is, what it does, the command line, the menu location, the different intelligence in these leaf springs for bill of materials, object transform, and then the touch command. Couple notes: these springs are very useful for spring-loaded pilots, stock lifters, adjusters, where they have a relatively lighter, much lighter force compared to a die spring. But where you don't need that force, but maybe you need a lot of travel, these come in real handy. And yeah. Also, we have a video demonstration button, which will bring you to this YouTube video should you care to watch this video again. So yeah, let's get started. I'm going to cancel out of here. I'm going to start in my profile view. And what I am going to do is I have a pilot lifter already drawn in with a unified screw plug or screw cap behind it. And I'm going to put use a leaf spring for this. So first, let me get a dimension here. We got a 453 tap drill size on this unified, so we need a spring smaller than 453 diameter. So, Lee, let's scroll down to, let's go with the 420. Let's just start out with a 2-inch length. I don't know what that'll be, but at the insertion time we can change that. And let's take a look at our wire diameters. Let's go with the 059, and we're going to put it in the plan view. Click OK. Spring insertion point, I can either snap to the center of the unified or snap to the center of the bottom of this pilot spoolie. Compressed length, that's from the menu, but we don't know. We're going to just bring it right down to here and draw it in. So let's see what this length is here. This is 1783, plus the 1/8 inch of preload, plus the travel. So we're pretty good there for a 2-inch spring. I could certainly stretch this and adjust this accordingly, but I think we're really good there. So based on that, we're going to go over to our plan view, start lease spring. We're going to go to the plan view, and you can see the 420, the 2-inch long, and the 059 wire, and we're going to insert it. So yeah, kind of cool there. I can use the touch command, just put the cursor over the spring and click a mouse button and pop them in. Let's see here. Yeah, so now they're drawn in. I'm going to quickly do put one of these leaf springs in behind this spring-loaded stub pilot. So I'll get a dimension 201 tap drill size and 285 and 5/10. So Lee, what did I say that was? 201. So we'll use a 188 diameter spring, and let's call it 375 long. And let's make it as stiff as we can. Compressed to solid 218. All right, let's draw this in the plan view real quick. Snap to center, snap to perpendicular. Yeah, and it draws it in. Let me see what that length is. 285. So I know our compression's good on that. Just a little cleanup here. So now I could put it, if I was on the top view where these pilots are, which I'm not, but if I was, then I could just pop that spring in behind the pilots and the set screw. So yeah, let me do a quick ballooning of this to show you the bill of materials information. We'll go to leader balloon. We'll use our split leader balloon. Start with balloon 1. And I am going to detail all 3 of these components here. The pilot spoolie, which I'll select now. Vertical option. Now I'll select the spring. Vertical option. And now I will select the unified screw cap. So yeah, now I could run my bill of materials. Yes, I would. I usually don't balloon until the design is approved and ready to detail. Then I would balloon the entire design, and then I would detail. Then I would run the bill of materials program. But for this video, we're doing things a little out of order. So to run the bill of materials, go to Design Aids, Bill of Materials, or BM, and then this is going to have, if you've seen this, you know this, but if this is the first time watching, once I click this Bill of Materials, it's going to happen real quick, and it will fill in all those ballooned items. So BM, yeah, and there you go. We have our Dayton spoolie lifter. Catalog numbers, 10 required. Our leaf springs, catalog number, 10 required. And then our unified screw plug, or screw cap in this case. The next video I do is going to be on the screw plugs and screw caps. So yeah, kind of cool. Let me show you one other thing real quick. I'm going to copy this guy down here. Now, do you see how between the pilot hole, the spoolie bushing, spoolie lifter, the spring, and the unified, it's basically 4 items there. I can clean this up and make it look prettier. Like, I would like to have the spring information, but I don't want to look at the spring. So this is kind of neat. We can go to Object Transform, and this is something I have not shown yet in any previous videos, where I can make a group out of a bunch of single objects. So I can group the objects, or OG. So a couple prerequisites: select objects to group in the order to appear in the bill of materials. So the first object will be the pilot spoolie. Whoops, hold on one second. The pilot spoolie, then the spring, then the unified. And now here's the option, make it invisible. So I am going to select that spring, and the spring disappears, but yeah, we got a little cleaner look. And then I'm going to show you something else with the ballooning on this. We'll go to our split leader balloons, and because it's a group object instead of a single object, I do not have to select this. So just watch. It'll put 3 balloons up real quick. Snap to the center. Draw our balloons. So we got 4, 5, and 6. Now if I erase this and go to Bill of Materials, you can see it found one instance of, because I only created one instance of this group. And you know, I really use this object grouping just to make it cleaner. Once again, if I were to copy this over here, you can see that's a lot cleaner look than, you know, what am I looking at there? It just gives a nicer appearance. So that's a nice use for that, object grouping. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you find this informative, intuitive, because it should be intuitive. It should be easy. We should be spending all our brain power on getting a good design and not worrying about components and how to place them, where to place them, and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching.